Hi YouTube and welcome to the Lips Reacts channel. I'm Lips and today we are continuing our Game of Thrones journey with episode 4. The title of this episode is Cripples, BISTARDS, and Broken Things. Just trying to be polite to the YouTube TOS in the first 5 minutes of this video with that spelling out of the second word in the title. This show has been such a journey to go on, and thank you so much. As the day that I'm recording this is the day after the first episode aired, my reaction to the first episode aired on YouTube, and the support to it has been freaking amazing. And the excitement for others to be excited for me to go on this journey truly does bring me joy to sit here and record and bring this content to you and continue putting it out, because this is an 8-season journey. And when I started my reaction journey at the beginning of the year, this Game of Thrones and The Walking Dead were 2 shows that people have asked for a lot, and 2 shows that I was like, I don't know if I'll ever do them. The commitment seems so scary. With that said, y'all's joy for going on this journey with me has added a little extra excitement to me. I've been enjoying the show, but to see others excited to go on it with me is, and I know now we can fully talk about my misguided admiration for the Lannisters. They seemed so nice, I thought. You know, while I have your attention, don't forget to hit like and subscribe on this video so you can continue on this Game of Thrones journey with us, and check all the links down below for more information on where you can find me, how to support the channel, how to support me. But let's get into the show, shall we? When would this have been? Oh! With 3 eyes. Symbolic, I'm sure.
Help Bran down the hole.
Hold on.
This guy seems nice.
Do you like to ride, Bran?
Yes. Well, I mean, I did like to.
Give that to your saddler. He'll provide the rest. Start with a yearling and teach.
I could not have predicted that he would have come through in such a positive way for Bran. Wait, but his...
Part my heart, cripples, bastards, and broken things.
Maybe. Wasn't the sword his? I would have thought that he was more involved.
What happened here? Where is Lady Stark? Why didn't she receive me? Not in Winterfell, is she? Where did she go? Now here you are, your enemy's squire. I'm a constant disappointment to my own father, and I've learned to live with it.
What in 7 hours is that?
Samwell Tarly.
Well, you couldn't be any worse than you look.
Oh. Oh, sweet baby. Help!
He yielded.
John is so good.
Go clean the armory. That's all you're good for.
Nah, he's good for a lot more than that.
You're gonna have to defend yourself. Why didn't you get up and fight?
I'm a coward.
Oh, Samwell.
I just wanted to thank you.
A polite coward. You can work with that. We can work with that.
People saw us talking to him. Now they'll think we're cowards too.
You know what's more cowardly than that coward is that guy being too afraid to talk to a coward.
Mud and shit and twigs. Best these savages can do.
These are my people now.
I'll call them what I like because they're my people.
Ew.
This is my army.
I love her in this seat of power.
The Dothraki have never crossed the narrow sea.
But if they did?
King Robert is fool enough to meet them in open battle. But the men advising him are different. I fought beside them once. Now Ned Stark wants my head.
It's such a lug up that we have this guy, isn't it?
You sold us slaves.
Whoa.
I'd no money and an expensive wife.
And where is she now?
With another man.
As expensive wives are to do when they run out of money.
What happened to the dragons? I was told that brave men killed them all.
The
brave men rode them.
That's actually probably true.
Anyone or anything that tries to hurt them gets burned away.
Ooh, girl.
I've seen a man who could change his face the way that other men change their clothes.
Whoa, like a shapeshifter?
I'll tell you what I have seen. They're skulls. The ones closest to the door were the last ones they were able to hatch, and they were all stunted and wrong. The skulls, it's no bigger than dog skulls.
The lineage of dragons in and of itself is quite the story, isn't it?
And Valryon? Vermithrax?
How are they turning this talk about dragons into such a smutty conversation? It's honestly impressive.
And Balerion the Dread.
Girl, he's just naming dragons.
What happened to the skulls?
How is that turning her on?
What did I buy you for? You think I bought you to make Khal Drogo happy? Oh, you pretty little idiot.
That took quite the turn.
What if I only have girls?
I wouldn't worry about that.
She's so young to be having that fear.
If you only had girls, I suppose the throne would pass to Prince Joffrey's little brother.
And everyone would hate me.
Nobody could ever hate you.
Joffrey does.
Nonsense.
Because he's his little spoiled little brat.
And how many years did it take to build
My grandfather and uncle were murdered here, weren't they? Why were they killed?
Yeah, do tell.
You should speak to your father about these matters.
I don't want to speak to my father.
Whoa, why? Oh, because of the dog. The dire wolf, sorry.
If you can't keep the king's peace, perhaps the city watch should be commanded by someone who can.
I need more men. You'll get 50. You found money for a champion's purse. You'll find money to keep the peace.
Till tomorrow, my lord.
I've been hoping to talk to you about John Arryn.
Ooh. Yes, let's talk.
I took personal charge of his care, but I could not save him.
He was probably poisoned, right?
What did John want the night before he died?
Oh, he came inquiring after a book.
Smart.
The lineages and history of the great houses of the Seven Kingdoms.
What a book.
Did he say anything to you during his final hours?
The seed is strong, I think it was.
What does that mean?
A dying mind is a demented mind, Lord Stark.
We're not going to find out right now, but we're going to piece these clues together. I believe it.
He died of a natural illness.
Well, what else could it be?
Poison.
Ned, you might be playing too many cards right now.
What sort of man would dare?
I've heard it said that poison is a woman's weapon.
Yes. Women, cravens, and eunuchs. Did you know that Lord Varys is a eunuch?
I didn't know that, so that is news to me. Arya! She's such a special character so far.
Sirio says every hurt is a lesson, and every lesson makes you better.
Sirio says.
He says every swordsman should study cats. They're as quiet as shadows and as light as feathers.
Yeah, Sirio's onto something.
Now that Bran's awake, will he come live with us? He wanted to be Knight of the King's Guard. He can't be one now, can he?
No.
I appreciate that Ned doesn't sugarcoat things.
You will marry a High Lord and rule this castle. And your sons shall be knights and princes.
Arya is like, fuck that respectfully and disrespectfully,
No.
father. Ah, yes! I love her.
That's not me.
She's so good. She's like, no, that's not the life I'm gonna live, Dad. And you can see that little glimmer in his eyes where he's like, I get it, I respect it, and you're a unique one.
Come stand by the fire.
Come here, Samwell. Afraid of heights, are we?
What are you doing here, Sam?
On the morning of my 18th name day, my father came to me. You're almost a man now, he said, but you're not worthy of my land and title.
Damn.
You're going to take the black, forsake all claim to your inheritance and start north.
Oh my god.
If you do not, then we'll have a hunt. And somewhere in these woods, your horse will stumble, and you'll be thrown from your saddle to die.
That's horrific.
Nothing would please me more.
Oh my god.
Sir Alice is going to make me fight again tomorrow, isn't he? I'm not going to get any better, you know.
No, you are.
It can't get any worse.
There's that. God, I love Jon Snow.
Until recently, he was only a squire. John Arryn's squire.
Wait, who?
Why are you telling me this?
I promised Cat that I'd help you.
Suspect.
Now look, there. That one belongs to the Queen.
Oh, they've got spies everywhere.
After that, you might want him to visit a certain armourer in the city. And it's possible that they saw Lord Arryn visit this armourer several times in the weeks before his death.
Huh. Thank you for the insight.
So I was wrong to distrust you.
Distrusting me was the wisest thing you've done since you climbed off your horse.
Well, that's confusing, but thank you so much.
What did Lord Arryn want?
Always came to see the boy.
This is fine work.
It's not for sale. Boy, this is the king's hand.
Bold.
When Lord Arryn came to visit you, what would you talk about?
Then he started asking me about my mother.
Look at me. If the day ever comes when that boy would rather wield a sword than forge one, you send him to me.
I think Lord Stark knows exactly who that kid is.
King Robert's bastard son.
Do you hear them?
Why are we listening to them?
He likes to do this when I'm on duty. Makes me listen as he insults my sister.
I think he just likes to do it.
Can I leave this with you?
He sends him away.
The message from Lord Stark.
I don't serve Lord Stark.
Hey, whoa, okay.
What's duty? With Sam.
Prince Porkchop. Where is it?
It's enough.
Hell yeah, Snow set that boundary. Yes.
He's our brother now, and we're going to protect him.
Hell yeah.
You girls can do as you please. But if Thorne puts me up against Lady Piggy, I'm gonna slice me off a side of bacon.
I hate that guy. He's so skeezy. Well, and he's also there by crime, if I remember correctly, right?
No one touches Sam.
I didn't realize Jon's direwolf got to come with him. Yes! Ah!
Attack him!
Hit me. Go on, hit me.
I'm so excited.
You think this is funny, do you?
Not funny, but I think it's encouraging.
When you're out there, beyond the wall with the sun going down, do you want a man at your back or a sniveling boy?
Look, with love and patience, Samwell is going to be one of the best allies we have. I'm telling you. What the fuck is this guy doing now?
You send this whore to give me commands. I should have sent you back her head.
I just wanted to invite you to supper.
Oh.
Next, I want to braid my hair.
You've no right to a braid. You've won no victories yet.
You tell him.
Horse lord slut. And now you've woken the dragon.
Fight. Yes, girl.
I am the wife of the great Carl, and I carry his son inside me. The next time you raise a hand to me will be the last time you have hands.
A fucking man.
I've never been with one. You probably had hundreds. No, I was alone in a room with a naked girl.
See, he's so respectful, though. He's just such a kind guy.
So I sat there in the brothel as Ros took off her clothes, because all I could think was, what if I got her pregnant? She had a child.
That's quite a weight.
It's not a good life for a child.
Wow. See, he holds himself very accountable in life, doesn't he?
Enjoying yourselves?
Uh-oh, no, not at all.
Been nippy, yeah. By the fire, indoors, it's still summer.
Wait, that's kind of terrifying. How cold will it get up here in an actual winter?
I spent 6 months out there, beyond the wall, during the last winter.
This guy's haunted by that.
If you took your gloves off to find your cock to have a piss, you lost a finger to the frost. You don't know cold. Neither of you do.
No, probably not.
The horses died first.
What's the point of your story, sir? Can we get a shortcut?
Eating the horses was easy. But later when we started to fall,
Eating each other was not.
we should have had a couple of boys like you along, shouldn't we?
You don't talk about Samwell like that.
You're boys still. And come the winter, you will die. Like flies.
So the entire point of that was just to threaten us with the possibility of dying in the cold winter?
I hit the dragon.
Your brother Rhaegar was the last dragon. Viserys is less than the shadow of a snake.
He is still the true king.
Eat him up.
Do you want to see your brother sitting on the Iron Throne?
Not even a little.
No.
Amen.
The common people are waiting for him. Illyrio said they are sewing dragon banners and praying for his return.
The common people pray for rain, health, and a summer that never ends.
What do you pray for, Ser Jorah?
Home.
And the only way he can go home is if they win it back.
He couldn't lead an army even if my husband gave him one.
Read him for his rights, dude. He cannot. Okay. But then you see the actual king and you're like, okay, man, come on, really?
I've known your mother a long, long time.
Why do they call you Littlefinger?
When I was a child, I was very small. And I come from a little spit of land called the Fingers, so you see.
Start the damn joust before I piss myself.
Cersei really married someone she hates, huh?
They call him the Mountain. The Hound's older brother. He was John Arryn's squire.
Ooh, I feel like I'm at a Ren fair. Whoa, whoa. That became a little less exciting. Is that allowed? Because everyone seems very traumatized.
Has anyone ever told you the story of the Mountain and the Hound? Lovely little tale of brotherly love.
Ew.
Gregor never said a word. He just grabbed his brother by the scruff of his neck and shoved his face into the burning coals.
Oh my god.
There aren't very many people who know that story.
I won't tell anyone, I promise.
No, please don't.
Why would you tell her?
Your Grace,
You're missing your tournament.
putting my name on it doesn't make it mine.
Oh shit, the tournament went on without him anyway, huh?
What is it you hope to accomplish?
The king called on me to serve him and the realm.
He'll do what he wants, which is all he's ever done. You'll try your best to pick up the pieces.
She still thinks maybe her husband knows whatever skeezy little thing she's done.
I suppose it makes sense. Your older brother was trained to lead and you were trained to follow.
I was also trained to kill my enemies, Your Grace.
She is so good at being a mean girl.
As was I.
She's cold, dude. Her words pierce like a sharpened knife.
What? I'm sorry, my lord. We're full up. Every room.
My men can sleep in the stable. As for myself, I don't require a large room.
You can have my room.
Ah, there's a clever man.
Well.
Lady Stark.
Yes, because she is supposed to be in Winterfell. Did he know she was here? Somehow? I mean, I know he realized she wasn't at Winterfell,
I was
but...
still Catelyn Tully the last time I stayed here. The Red Stallion was always a welcome sight at River Run. My father counts Jonas Bracken amongst his oldest and most loyal bannermen.
I envy your father all his fine friends, Lady Stark, but...
Oh, she's making a point.
I know your sigil as well.
She's making sure you can't hurt her.
This man came into my house as a guest, and there conspired to murder my son.
Lady Stark. I don't know. I haven't picked up on if he knows about this or not.
I call upon you to seize him and help me return him to Winterfell to await the king's justice.
Oh, you are surrounded. Interesting. This episode is quite interesting, right? Because we start the episode, or early into the episode, we see that Tyrion has given Bran these sketches for a way for him to ride a horse. So that kind of set off this thought in my head that like maybe he's not as involved as the sword used to come kill Bran would suggest. Now, a lot of things can happen with a sword, and you know, there is something to be said about the Cersei and the beautiful Lannister brother, and that they are just devious enough to do their best to leave no trace. So they would use what they could get their hands on, and maybe what they could get their hands on was Tyrion's. So maybe he doesn't have a part in it. I don't know if I'm being too hopeful, or if perhaps I am delusional. I do love a good Delulu hour, so we'll have to see. But I'm piqued. My interest there is piqued. I want to know what will happen there. Lady Stark, I don't know what that. I feel like she maybe found herself in a situation where she needed to play her hand quicker than she anticipated playing it. Because I'm just afraid that this is going to come back to bite the entire Stark family in a very unfriendly and unforgiving way. But I will say this season is only 10 episodes, right? And so next episode is halfway through. So like there is this little knowing in me that's like something big does have to happen. This is the first season of a show, and while the books are there and have this audience, you really like just in the production of shows, right? You've got to create this big dilemma. And we have the starting of the dilemma, but we really need to have the climax of it, don't we? So maybe next episode we get the climax of this all coming together, and then we get the downfalling of it with peaks and valleys for the ending of the season. I can't wait to see where this season goes. This is episode 4, so I'll see you next week for episode 5. Again, 2 episodes a week go up on to Patreon, full length, unedited. You will need your own copy to watch those, but those will go up Mondays and Thursdays, and the one edited version comes out every week on Wednesdays, and that will release over on YouTube, of course. Post in the Patreon when it goes up as well. So that is the cadence of our Game of Thrones journey, at least for now. In the instance that I can come into a financial place where I can hire on an editor, the first thing that I will add on to my plate will be 2 episodes a week releasing edited. That's the future of this, because we do have a journey, so I'm trying to think long term. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, if you want any full-length content, head on over to the Patreon. And otherwise, I'll see you in the comments. Do keep the comments spoiler-free, because if I have to start avoiding the comments, I will be very sad, because you guys have been such a joy to interact with so far. So thank you so much for welcoming me into this journey, and I'll see you around. I'll see you in the next episode.